Morning, streaming on Facebook, and good morning, streaming on YouTube. Both look okay. So, I will start the timer. Oh, how exciting! One timer. Starting it. Putting it down carefully. And, turning the heater off. It is very cold in here today, but you don't want that as background noise. So, let us start nice and gentle. Turn the waist, let the arms float around the body. Hope you are going to have a wonderful day, or you are already having a wonderful day, or of course if you're watching the recording, I hope you still hope you're having a wonderful day. It's early. Well, it's not that early, it's 8 o'clock. And some people have been working for hours. Let the legs relax, knees bend gently. Turning the waist, letting the arms float around the body. Breathing in and out through the nose. If you can. If you can gradually increase the range of motion so you're turning the waist a bit more, that's lovely. Take the feet out a tiny amount, raise the hands, throw them down. Each time sitting into the leg that is opposite to the way you're looking, or looking opposite to the way the leg you're sitting down on. And obviously, whichever way you're looking, so if I'm looking to the left arm goes behind my back. If I'm looking to the right arm goes behind my back. Shifting the weight side to side. Throwing the arms. Sorry, I was just looking at the clock there. Now a variation, hold the arms, let them fall down. So you're not throwing the arms down now, you're raising them up and then just letting the muscles go. Relax, let gravity. You probably won't take the arms as far around the body feel like you're falling down into the ground. The leg, the supporting leg, so left leg there, right leg there. You feel that it's initially almost collapsing, and then you sort of stiffen it up. It's not quite the right word, but you fall into it. No rush, you can do this exercise quite slowly and deliberately. Bring the feet in, work the muscles in the legs, so it's just turn to the side, so it's taking the body up and down, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, and allow the arms to float forwards and backwards. Moving backwards slightly. That's not so that you can see me better, that's because there's a draft coming in from a bit of the wall that I have yet to insulate. Very lax. I've actually cut to size the insulation that needs to go into the little bit at the top of the wall where there's a gap. Haven't got round to doing it. Very naughty. It's on my to-do list. Do you have a to-do list? I have a to-do list. I have two sorts of to-dos in my to-do list. I have the sort of to-dos in my to-do list that get done, and then I have the sort of to-dos in my to-do list that seem to just get pushed to tomorrow. So, oh, I won't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I won't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. I have several things that fall into that category. I keep them on the to-do list to remind me that they do eventually need to be to-doed. And eventually I get fed up with looking at them, and at that point I either to-do them, or sometimes I just delete them, or occasionally I change the wording of what it is I've got to do to make it more acceptable. I'm now pulsing from one leg to the other, so you small straightening and bending first of one leg to then the other, and also turning the waist, and that's what generates the diagonal movement in the arms. The arms themselves are as relaxed and floppy as I can manage to make them. Some to-dos, actually, thinking about to-dos, some to-dos get done very quickly. If you notice, up in the top corner is my website address, and I realized that, sorry, wait for the ding, I realised that if you just type that in, you can go to the non-secure version, http:// rather than https:// web address, which is the secure version. But there's a way of setting the website up so that it automatically sends people to the secure bit, and that's and relax, feet slightly wider, circle the hips. That's a task that I'm going to be doing in probably about an hour's time. Now, in fairness, it's an easy thing to do. I'm sorry, I'm going to step a bit forward, I think, for the next few exercises. It's an easy thing to do. So it'll get done quickly, change direction. I say it's an easy thing to do. It's an easy thing to do as long as the FTP program, which stands for File Transfer Protocol, if I remember correctly. I'm a kind of lapsed geek, so I know some geeky stuff, and then other geeky stuff is too modern for me. But if my FTP program works, sometimes it refuses to connect for reasons that are known only to the program. Change direction, try and make the circles a bit bigger. If you've trained with me before, you know the trick here is to relax the ankles, the knees and the hips so that the body can draw a bigger circle. The speed at which you draw the circles is entirely up to you. I seem to be going a little bit faster, change direction, than I often do, but it's about listening to your body. The whole principle of Tai Chi for health and wellness is about listening to your body, which is kind of interesting, because the whole principle, a major principle of Tai Chi for fighting, is to listen to the other person's body. Yes. Okay, feet slightly wider, tilt side to side. Not stretching, just gently seeing what your body will do, what I call a range of motion exercise. So just allowing the body to do whatever feels comfortable. So I'm not pushing it, I'm not straining it. As you progress with the exercise, it will tend to naturally increase the range of motion as long as you continue with the exercise, you find a way of relaxing the muscles that you're using. The more you can relax, the more your body will generally do the things you want it to do. Except win the lottery. You can be fast asleep, well, you can't be fast asleep and pick the numbers, but however relaxed you are, winning the lottery, relaxation is not the key. If I knew what the key was, I would probably still be doing these exercises, I'd probably still be chatting to you, but the studio would be a blooming sight warmer, because I'd have it heated up 24 hours a day. Well, I'd actually have a thermostat in here so that whenever it got cold it was heated up. Maybe I'll put a thermostat in next year. But I want to finish off insulating the studio first. Once it's all nicely insulated, and same thing, gently forwards and backwards. Not stretching, just bending gently one way, then the other. If your hands will go down and touch the floor, that's fine, but you don't have to. Don't worry about it. If it's too easy, bring the feet in a little bit. But I wouldn't recommend bringing them in narrower than shoulder or hip width, because you don't want to compromise your balance. Still, range of motion, I'm not stretching as such. And you go at speed that you're comfortable with. If perchance you get dizzy, then stop. And, sorry, I missed the time of going bong there, and relax. Fix the lower part of the body, circle the upper part of the body. Yesterday we did an exercise which looked fundamentally the same, but we were thinking about circling the head. Here, I'm focusing on, change direction, focusing on the core muscles, or the muscles around the outer part of that area. The fact that the head is turning is as a result of me turning the body. I don't feel that it's the driver. Is there a physical difference? Good question. Not sure. Change direction. In Tai Chi there is the phrase that the Yi leads the Qi, which means your intention leads your energy, or at least can be translated as that. So you could argue that by focusing on this area, mentally, my energy is going there. And I guess that, change direction, I guess that feels to be the case. But sometimes you have to be a little bit wary. When you get what you expect, sometimes it's because you expected what you got. And relax. Toe and heel, raising the toe, raising the heel. I'm just going to move back a little bit. Yes, it will definitely be beneficial if maybe later today, I'll fix the hole. Because it feels like there is a lot of cold air coming in. Keep going. Pardon me, toe and heel. No point paying to warm up the room if I'm letting cold air into the room. Well, there is, because it's warmer than it would be if I didn't, but you know what I mean. And change to the other leg, raising the toe, raising the heel, allowing the body to bend and move as much or as little as you are comfortable with, as the body wants to move. Sadly, or maybe not sadly, maybe marvelously, English is not a precise language. I'm not saying there are any precise languages other than perhaps mathematics, but English in particular allows lots of vagaries, and I do kind of continually worry that the way I explain things is not as precise as I would ideally like. So my apologies if I explain things poorly. If there is something you don't understand, obviously please leave a comment. Go back to the other foot, roll it side to side. Sorry, excuse me. Sleep in my eyes, whatever that means. I suppose the phrase sleep in the eye is so much better than like dirty, gunky stuff in the eye, isn't it? Because, yeah, dried tears. That sounds quite sad actually, doesn't it? What have you got? I've got dried tears. They won't leave my eyes. Sorry, ignore me. You can see my body is actually reacting to the side-to-side movement in the foot quite a lot. Fine, if it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. That's just about relaxing, that's all. And change to the other foot, roll it side to side. Can't remember how many times I've said this, maybe 100, maybe never, but the way you roll to one side and the way you roll to the other side will not be the same. So most people, I think, can roll to the outside more than they can roll to the inside. But you might be different. Whatever you are, whatever your ankle allows you to do, as long as it's comfortable, keep doing it. Circle the knee, horizontal circles with the knee. Something else I'm going to do, I think, is to tidy up the writing that you see on the screen. I think I'm going to move where it says Agar-Hutton Tai Chi Academy. I'm going to move that. Not quite sure where yet, but I'd like it to give me a little bit more space right in the center. Change direction so I can get closer to you without the words obscuring, even if it's only a little bit obscuring what's going on. We will see. That is a project for another day, I think. Change to the other leg, circle the knee. You see, it doesn't matter if the foot's slightly obscured, but it would be nicer if it wasn't. Change direction. And arm and leg on one side, up to the front and then out to the side. then out to the side, into the centre. Other leg up to the front, out to the side. So today, it just so happens that my left hip, the one I'm currently working on, is moving with a greater degree of freedom than the right hip was. One of the things you want to try and do is be aware of that kind of thing, out to the side, into the front. The more you can become aware of what the muscles in your body or what the body is doing, the better that is. It also means you can tailor your exercises to hit, as it were, in a pleasant way, the bits of the body that most need attention, which is useful. And straight arm and leg raises, so just raising the arm up to about, what's that, eye height, I suppose? Yeah, I'm raising it up to about eye height. And the knee just comfortably up, what's that, about waist height. So I'm not trying to go, I'm not trying to raise it as high as I can, just want to raise it comfortably. I'm now going to go to opposite arm and opposite leg, or opposite leg and arm, or something. And if you want to go a bit faster, you can go a bit faster. If you want to go slow, you can go slow. Same side, double raises. Opposite side, opposite arm and leg, leg and arm, etc., etc. Double raises, that's the main thing. Diagonal arm and leg raises, so you're taking the arm and you're taking the leg across the body. I think there's a big lorry or something outside. If you can hear low frequency background noise, I apologise. Beyond my ability to intercede. Opposite diagonal arm and leg raises. Same side, diagonal doubles. opposite leg and arm. And relax. That's the half-hour mark, so if you wanted to stop, I hope you'll carry on, but if you feel you've done enough, then that's fine. Thank you, and see you tomorrow. If you do want to carry on, guess what I'm doing? I'm circling the shoulders backwards, and I'm letting the legs relax. So I'm sitting down ever so slightly backwards. Change direction. Change direction and start to coordinate the, pulse the legs up and down and coordinate the movement in the shoulders with the movement in the legs. So it's like the legs are pushing the shoulders up and pulling the shoulders down, but you're still rotating them. Change direction with the shoulders, the legs obviously still pushing the shoulders up, pulling them down. And fundamentally at this point, the flexibility and speed at which your legs feel comfortable to pulse up and down is what determines the speed of the shoulders. And relax, circle the arms backwards. Relax the legs now are just slightly bent. You're sitting backwards ever so slightly. And you can rotate the arms at whatever speed, slow or fast, seems to be appropriate for you. Change direction. Change direction, and if you can get the legs to pulse, to sort of integrate with the arm movement, then by all means do so. Change direction. And relax. Sorry, itchy nose. Take the arm, so you're taking the shoulder across the body and then lifting it outwards. Quite a lot of movement in the waist and the upper body here. Change direction. Whoops, sorry, I didn't change direction. So it's, oh gosh, I've got confused now. That's one way, so you come across and in. That's the other way, coming, there we go, that's the other way. So you're coming up and then across the body. Sorry about that, boys and girls. Guys and guyesses. People of any. And now we go this way across the body. The arm goes up and comes across. Boys, girls, people who don't identify as either, people who identify as both for all I know. Yes, I think I have heard of that as well. Whatever you are, whoever you are, you're welcome. Doesn't matter. If you have a body and you want to exercise it, come along. Opposite direction. Arms out, small circle, just going to move sideways slightly so the arms are in shot of the main camera. Small circles, palms facing up, legs relaxed, knees slightly bent. Change direction. Change direction and start to use the shoulders to move the arms rather than just moving the hands to move the arms. So you're rotating the shoulders and it's that shoulder rotation that's making the arms move. Palms still facing towards the ceiling. Change direction in the shoulders. Relax. Feet slightly wider, hips side to side, arms circling round in front of the body. So just showing you sideways, it looks like that. Hips, side to side movement, kind of leading the way. Change direction. Bring the feet in slightly. Here, I'm doing left over right and then right over left. Palms are turned out. Sometimes I'll do it with the palms turned in a bit, but today, palms turned out. And I am pulsing the legs slightly to coordinate and connect the body throughout as much as I can. So I'm just going to step sideways and go the opposite direction. If you find I'm just doing the right hand in front a few times, if you find it's easier to do one hand in front all the time rather than swapping them over as I tend to do, that's fine. And relax. Legs relax, knees bent, turn the head side to side, stretching the neck. Head in a U shape, up towards one corner, down, then up towards the other corner. Doesn't need to be, well, it doesn't need to be fast is what I was going to say, but a better way of saying it is that it can be quite slow. No rush at all. And we're now going to go back down to the waist, and we circle. These are what I call outer circles, so you're focusing on the hips, going forward, sideways, backwards, sideways in a circle. Simple as that. I call them outer circles because I'm sort of focused on the outside, not exactly university level language. More with me, it tends to be more kindergarten, but we won't go there. I've changed direction, by the way, just in case you were too busy groaning at my sense of humour. It is called a sense of humour, even if it's not funny, I will hasten to tell you. Well, I think it is. You might think it's the ramblings of a madman. Maybe it is that as well. Who knows? Now we're going to do inside circles, so the hips move in this way. It can also be called belly dancing hips. And if you watch YouTube videos of belly dancers, I'm sure you will see them doing it much better than me. I sometimes find putting my hands in this position where I can sort of feel the movement and get a little bit of sort of tactile feedback, change direction. I sometimes find that helps me get the kind of movement into the hips that I'm trying to get. But I feel it into the quad, the inguinal crease. And the lower back, I guess, as well. Okay, we're now going to do a lot of upper body rotations. We're going to do a couple of minutes of gentle ones and then a couple of minutes of more extreme ones. So pace yourself, do what you can do. If you need to take a break and do some other exercise, or if you just need to take a break, that is perfectly okay. But I'm starting with relatively small upper body circles. Change direction. Not racing, taking it fairly slow, feeling what's happening in the muscles, especially the muscles in the back. They're doing, I think, more work in my case than the muscles in the abdomen. Change direction. Also some activity in the muscles along the side. Change direction. Excuse me, itchy nose. Now I'm going to go for the deepest circles I can manage, both in terms of going forwards and leaning backwards. Nice and slow, nice and gentle. Sideways stretch as well as the backwards and forwards one. Change direction. Change direction. Change direction. And relax. Go to one side. You can bring the hand over if you want and just stay there. Come out to the front, go to the other side, stay there. Out to the front, go to the other side, stay there. Out to the front, go to the other side, stay there. Oh, I noticed my picture froze for a moment there. I am sorry. I'm here. Hello. Come to the front, straighten up, bring the feet in, bend forward. Just allow the body to hang down forwards. If you can touch the ground, don't touch the ground. Hold your wrists, let the body hang. Bend the knees a little, put your hands above the knees, use your arms to push yourself up slowly, feet slightly wider, hands on hips, lean back. Gently straighten up, circle the hips, nice and relaxed, nice and slow, just to loosen off any muscles that you may have tightened up with the last couple of exercises. Change direction. Arm and leg and arm, but out to the side. So I regularly go in front with the arm raises, I regularly go diagonally, but I was thinking about this and my thoughts were encouraged by something I was saying at a live class yesterday, where I was saying find natural ways of moving joints that you don't necessarily do much of. You don't want to try unnatural movement, but any natural movement that you find, oh, I don't do much of that, then do some of it, because it will help balance out all the muscles in your body over time. At least that is my cunning plan. As I always say, if you know differently, please, please, please leave a comment or email me. Happy to hear from you. And relax. Head. I couldn't think what the large lump above my shoulders was called. It's where I live, it's my head. Turning it side to side. Arms down by my side, legs relaxed. Sitting backwards ever so slightly. Tucking the pelvis under ever so slightly. Which has the effect of straightening out a little bit the lumbar spine. Hands come up onto your chest, look up and then tuck the chin in and down. Chin up, chin in and down, or down and in. Trying to relax my legs and let them bend a little bit more. Looking forward and then raising one ear, then the other ear towards the ceiling as you bend the head side to side. Concentrate on lengthening the neck. Also concentrate, because I just fell into the trap then, concentrate on keeping the legs relaxed and bent. There is a tendency as you push the ear up for the legs to straighten. At least I have that tendency, maybe you do too. Head forwards. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, no, I was right. It's alright, I lost track of the time there. Head, jut it forwards, pull it back in. Chin forwards, chin back and in slightly. I feel a bit like a chicken pecking a corn or something, but the important thing is moving and mobilizing the neck. Take the head side to side while keeping it straight, keeping the head vertical while taking it side to side. Tuck the chin to the chest, turn the head side to side, keeping the chin lightly attached to the chest. And gently, arms down by the side, gentle U shapes. And relax and give everything a shake off. And my timer is saying forward 59 minutes and 45 seconds, so if we stop there, actually 50 seconds, there you go, 10 seconds rest. How good is that? And then you can carry on with your day. I'm doing all sorts of interesting things, including having my COVID booster vaccination. Yay, me. Have a lovely day. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.